Hi, I'm Barb Mueller with Designs in New Houston. This presentation is Universal Design, the Hidden Solution. And we're going to be talking about ways that we can subtly incorporate universal design into kitchen projects. Universal design is an approach to the design of products and environments to be as usable as possible by as many people as possible, no matter their size, their age, or their abilities. It should be efficient and comfortable with low physical effort to use. It should be easily understood and perceived. It should be flexible. It should be easy, simple, and convenient to use, and it should be safe and free of hazards, and there should be enough space in which to maneuver. These conditions are all based on the universal design principles that Ron Mace developed over 20 years ago. I'm going to be discussing leading-edge kitchen designs and trends that incorporate universal design concepts and products that are not glaringly obvious. They blend into the overall design of the kitchen that enhance the functionality of the space without taking away from the aesthetics, so you're going to have a beautiful kitchen. We're going to be seeing a lot of slides throughout this presentation where universal design just really seamlessly fits into the overall design. Usually kitchens are not totally universally designed. We're seeing more often individual universal design products and features being integrated into the kitchen. And that's usually based on the client's budget or desires. We're going to be talking about each of these slides, and I want you to think of ways that you can actually integrate some universal design into your next kitchen project. Okay. Let's look at this first slide. This is an example of storage at point of use. These two spice pullouts next to the cooktop have everything that you need to cook with at the cooktop. So you don't have to walk all the way across the kitchen to find what you need when it's right here at the cooktop, and you just push them back in when you're done. Another example of universal design is the appliance garage that's on the countertop. And this, you can just slide the heavy mixer across the countertop to use. You don't have to bend down and get it out of the cabinet underneath and lift it up, because those are heavy. Another example of universal design in this kitchen is a color contrast between the floor and the cabinet and between the countertop and the cabinet, so you can see where the edge of the countertop is. Another example is the microwave underneath the countertop of the kitchen, so you're not reaching up and taking hot things out of the microwave, which could easily spill in your face. This way it's down low where it's more easy to lift up and put onto the countertop for your landing area. So all of these things are easy and convenient, safe, and require low physical effort. According to the latest surveys, the transitional style is the most requested style. And what that means is a transition between the traditional style and the contemporary style. So there's cleaner lines, simpler lines with less molding. So the slow economic recovery really has prompted people to adopt a more simplified life, especially in the designs of their homes and their kitchens. The transitional style is liked by everybody, but is most popular with the baby boomers. The Gen Xers and the Gen Yers tend more towards the contemporary style, the clean urban look. In this slide, the universal design features show two levels of countertops. That's so that multi-generational users can sit there comfortably. There's ample room between the island and the refrigerator, and that's a two-door refrigerator, which is easier for everybody to use and open. You notice the coffered ceilings with lots of lighting, layered lighting, so that there's task lighting, there's decorative lighting, and there's ambient lighting. And you want to bring in as much daylighting as possible. That's natural daylight. This slide also has multi-level countertops so that people can sit while the chef is cooking and help the chef or even just converse with the chef. It has levels of lighting so that you have task lighting and decorative lighting. And then you also have lots of drawers, so there's ample storage space, but you also don't have to get on your hands and knees to get down to those bottom cabinets to get things out of the back. So the universal design products and features in this kitchen are easy to use, convenient, require low physical effort, and are safe. Let's look at this slide. It has an oven at a comfortable height. It's not too high and it's not too low. So you can take hot things out of the oven and put it on the landing area, the countertop right next to it. It has lots of drawers, which are easy to access, and it has open shelving above the oven so that it has easy access for storage. It is easy, safe, convenient, requires low physical effort. 30% of our kitchens are painted cabinetries, so taupes and grays are becoming very popular colors in the kitchen now. This is an example of a pull-out shelf that anybody who wants to sit and work in the kitchen can use. So it's very convenient for a pregnant woman or an elder person or somebody who has an injury to use and work in the kitchen. This cabinet pull down is easy to use, it's convenient for a seated user, and it's within easy reach range. Let's look at the next slide. Many cabinet companies have become very proactive with universal design features in their cabinetry. This cabinet has a knee space underneath the sink for seated users, and it has easy access for the shelving for dishes and also for the trash recycle bin. This next slide shows how this underneath the sink open knee space is covered so you're not seeing the ugly pipes under there. It's not only for wheelchair users though, it's also for pregnant women, for people who have maybe a broken leg or who have had hip surgery or have somehow otherwise injured their legs. So this next slide shows a cabinet that you can actually push the lower right hand side and it'll open the door, and you can push a button on the lower right hand side and it'll actually close the door down again. So it's very easy for anybody who is short or a seated user to access what's inside of that upper cabinet. So that's very easy to use. They've also come a long way with hardware. This is great. You can just bump something closed and touch something to open it. So it's easy if you have something in your hands to open and close your cabinetry. Easy, safe, flexible, low physical effort. This is another example of a cabinet with an open knee area underneath the cooktop this time, and you have your spice pull-outs on either side of the cooktop, and you can also put a cart underneath that area if you want that has a cabinet face on it. That has extra storage space that you can roll out when you need to use the cooktop when you're seated, or you can roll it back in and it looks like a full front cabinet. So that's very flexible, gives you extra storage space, it's very easy to use and convenient. This European style kitchen is very interesting too. It has a lot of very clean, simple looks, but it also has a lot of universal design features. If you notice the knee space under the cooktop and underneath the sink, the oven has a pull-out drawer, which is a landing space or shelf that you can take things out of the oven and put on. And you could also add an island in there if you wanted to have a landing space across from the oven. So it's very easy to use, convenient, and flexible. Some of the newest trends in countertops are the use of glass, leather and honed granite finishes, concrete and wood, and paper composites. But what you want to be careful about is to use a non-glare finish on your countertop, because glare is hard for people who have low vision or aging eyes. So glass is great to use. You can put underlighting with it and have a really very interesting looking surface. It's very durable, it's very easy to clean and maintain. This island has white Carrara marble over the top as well as down the side, so it gives it a very sleek, contemporary feel. It also has a microwave that's in the island, so it's very easy and convenient to use. It also has dishwasher drawers in the island next to the sink, so they're very easy to use as well. So it's flexible, it's convenient, it's low physical effort, and it's gorgeous looking.